Welcome to the live stream viewers tuning in tonight for another edition of Thursday Night Thunder. We're under hot laps here for our first race of the night. Got a couple pro stock guys and a couple Indy guys in the first round heat. A couple more heats of Indy and then Sportsman tonight. All right, looking for one volunteer marshal out on the bucket. Feel comfortable being out there? All right. All right, drivers, let's slow it down, slow it down. We're going to start on the front straight. Tag in here, Mr. Shane and Sean. All right, we're going to start around that fire extinguisher there, the ramp, give or take. All right, it is a new direction, slightly different pipe change. We're hoping to get a little bit more out there once I find some more pipe to definitely change the track up a little bit more. We got what we have tonight. I want to thank all my racers coming out. We're going to let our pro stock guys lead us off here. It's going to be Jason and Mark, followed by Josh, Robert, and Dexter. Pardon, the important thing is to stay by that cone because you can't see the corner behind you. Either way, if you stand up, it's easier to see through the legs than it is the body, but you just need to see that corner behind you over by you and Austin. That's an important spot. All right, Mr. Jason, going to lead us off in less than 5. Mark. Josh. Robert. And Dexter. All right, we're off and running. See what these boys and girls can do. If you're watching online, jump in the chat. Let us know who you're tuning in for, if anybody. Where you're from. All right, at the line, Mark Van Neersen showing the way for pro stockers. Jason back 3.7 in second. Caution at the step up. Looks like Sean and Bernardo just showed up. Mr. Steve Downey tuning in here. Pick up Mr. Josh Hall in that green and blue car going up the step up, down off the tabletop, down the back straightaway, over the big jump, the other tabletop, and the final jump. Around the hairpin. Oh, and he catches the pipe coming on to the straightaway. At the line, it's Josh. Robert back 2.8. Dexter behind him by a quarter second. First race on the new layout. Gonna be a little teething issues with everybody here as they learn it. I'd say it's a more technical track this direction, for sure. As the Macho Man says, the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah. Caution on the step up. Caution on the step up. Van Neersen with a 15.5. New fast lap for the group. Jason has a 15.6. Netzel 15.7. Dexter 16 flat. Josh 16.9. Mark out there in the red and blue. Jason's got blue, fluorescent yellow. Robert running the fluorescent yellow, orange, and red. Dexter out here, he comes down straight away. He's running a bit of orange and fluorescent yellow. Josh in the green and blue, or blue and green. 3 down, 2 to go. Pick up our overall leader, Mark Van Neersen, coming down front straightaway somewhere. Oh, he's going over the final jump now. Down the front. Much longer corner in that sweeper. $115. Remember, drivers, at the end of this one, you guys are going to keep racing. Do another lap, or actually pulled off by the bucket here. Try to get fast. Stay up on those finishes when we get to them. It's Mark over Jason by 10.2 for Pro Stock. Netzel in the lead for Independent. He's on an 18-lap run here. Mark has a 19. Jason on 18. Robert is on the close to Jason overall time, and now faster than him. Dexter on a 17-lap run here. Josh on a 17. Back 3.5 in that third spot for Independent. Mr. Steve Downey tuning in. Miss Jessica rooting her husband on here. Van Neersen, new fast lap, 14.8. Up next, Independent Stock. Gonna be Zachary, Chuck, Brian, and Buddy. That is time, drivers. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Jason is done. Keep going. Josh is done. Mark is done. Looking for Robert and Dexter. Robert and Dexter are still hot. Dexter's really happy to hear that. Robert's done. Looking for Dexter. Oh, have an issue. That's unfortunate. That's all right. Mark taking it overall, maybe. Yes. 19.512 for Pro Stock. Jason had 18.502. Mr. Netzel has a 19.518 for Independent. Josh was 17. Dexter out after 6. All right, drivers, reminder, those cars need to be running at pace speed. Mr. Brian Dean's checked in. Let's get everybody else checked in. Mr. Zach is good to go. Chuck is good, and Buddy is good. All right, my Pro Stock and Independent guys from race number 1. Here they come. Man, poor Buddy coming out here, getting out of work late tonight, up in Gainesville, having to drive down here. He has no track time whatsoever. All right, gentlemen, I'm going to turn you loose here. I know some of you guys definitely want some track time. Josh, there he is. Got to keep that head on a swivel. Buddy rocking the new body here. He's got the leopard print on the side. Ryan testing out the soft walls over there. I'm just looking for Mark to get out here to Marshall. If you're watching online, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all those social media things. Help get the signal out there. You can only race with more people if more people know about it, you know. Here's Mr. Jason, Mr. Mark. Thank you, gentlemen. One on the bucket for sure. And maybe one more to help out Dexter. want to stand over, you go right ahead. Nobody's Kai tuning in saying, Buddy with the wife lingerie paint job. I think that's what Buddy wears. I think he was doing a leopard print himself. All right, gentlemen, let's get in the staging area down by the ramp over there, the fire extinguisher. All right, the order's going to be Zach, Chuck, Brian, and Buddy. No, everybody go back the other way. All the way down by the Arma sign. And if you don't want any hot laps, you're going to park down there anyways. That's the best place for it. All right, once again, Zach, Chuck, Brian, and Buddy. Chuck, Brian, and Buddy. Oh, Chuck cobbing it up on that step up there. That's a tricky deal. You got to definitely get that timing right on that turn. And I'll have you guys know, I went out and bought a couple brand new 12-inch spikes to help get those pipes down. All right, Zach already turning it up a notch here with a 16-1. Brian 16-7. Chuck 17-0. Buddy was 17-0. Caution at the step up. And Buddy trying to do it right. He's trying to go wide and cut across it. That's probably one of the better options. Can't find our leader, Zach. Coming down the front straightaway. Oh, that's Mr. Chuck. Here comes Zach on a long lap. 18-6. Zach's rocking the blue and orange. Ryan running a little flame job out there with a little blue tint, white background. Chuck's got some white, red, and blue. Buddy's in the all white. You guys probably can't see the leopard print on the side of it. You can see a short course late model body. Brian, new fast lap 16.5. Buddy with a 16.7. Zach to a 15.4. Rocking a 19.509 pace. That is on a TQ run here. Boys dropping some new track records tonight. Halfway, drivers, halfway. It's Zach rocking a 19.506, resetting the current TQ time. Brian in second, going to put a third overall at the moment. Chuck back 9 seconds in third. Gonna line it up fifth. Buddy first laps out there, and he's in fourth by 1.2 seconds on a 17.511. Gonna put him sixth overall. Up next, Sportsman Heat 1 of 2. Shane McCartney, Benjamin Rosa, Austin Smith, David Fowler. Gentlemen, your cars need to be down and staging over here by that KRC sign. Zachary still showing the way. Brian on a long lap there last time by with a 22.7. Zachary out front on a 19-lap run here. Brian, Chuck, and Buddy battling out on a 17-lap run here. Low 17-lap run. About 7 seconds between all three of them. Caution in the hole. Caution in the hole. Clear. Three, two, one. That is the race clock. Drivers, keep racing, keep racing. Keep going. Zach is done. Chuck is done. Buddy's done. Looking for Brian Dean to finish this one out. And shut it down. Zach taking it, setting a new TQ. He's going to light the lamp up the night so far. Brian Dean, with 18 laps, going to put it third overall. Buddy going to put it fourth, and Chuck was sixth. Zach setting a new TQ, 19 and 505. All right, Shane, Benjamin, Austin, and David, you gentlemen need to be out here, cars down, and get you checked in. All right, everybody stop on the track. Stop what you're doing, because I'm about to ruin. Anyways, I don't remember the rest of that song. All right, I need Mr. Shane to cross the start-finish line, and only Mr. Shane. All right, Benjamin. Thank you, sir. Mr. Austin. And Mr. David. David out there yet? All right, I need my marshals out there and spread on out. I need one in the keyhole. Looks like Sean, take the bucket on the side. That's where it's at. All right, there. Gentlemen, I'm going to turn you drivers loose. Pull them off, turn and burn. You got maybe about a minute of warm up here. What? Yeah, we changed directions. You're not paying attention? Got to stay in tune on our social medias. New direction, couple different obstacles. It definitely races different. All right, drivers, let's get them back to the staging area down there by that Protec Arma sign, Serpent sign, down at the far end of the track. All right, the order for this one's going to be Shane, Benjamin, Austin, and David. Buddy's over there on his phone trying to get on the live stream, trying to defend himself. I wear cheetah print because I'm a man. Don't worry, I'm just hacking up a lung in here. All right, gentlemen, this is Sportsman, not exactly novice. It's similar, not the same. So 5-minute races for y'all tonight. That way you get a little extra track time, a little extra practice. Our novice is 4 minutes. And everybody can use practice time, track time. It's can't substitute for it. All right, Mr. Shane on the tone in less than 5. Benjamin. Austin. And Mr. Fowler. All right, we're down to a 19.3 for Mr. Fowler. Austin 20 flat. Shane 23. Benjamin with a 24.8 to start us off here. Hopefully, caution on the front straight, caution on the front straight. Go high onto the front, high on the front. Good to go. All right, Austin down to a 19.5. Austin haven't been out here in a long time. On double secret probation or something. Oh, we got to hit the instant replay on that. Ben getting on the instant replay there for a little Mick twist over the tabletop. Oh, and he's going Gravedigger on somebody. That was Austin. Just about halfway, drivers. David Fowler showing the way somewhere out there. Going to the final tabletop, now hitting that last double. Landed on the other side of the pipe, down the front straightaway he goes. Oh, and he's testing out the front wall. Austin there with him. He's got the fluorescent green, yellow, whatever, with the black sides on it. Austin, new fast lap, 19.4 for him. David has a 19.3. Shane with a 20.2. Benjamin, 24.8 on lap 1. Benjamin, whatever you did on the first lap, that's your fast lap so far. You want to duplicate that. The game is not overdriving the car. Ben with a 22.1 that time by. Picked up a whole 2 seconds there. Up next, Sportsman Heat 2. We got Mr. Soul from the UK tuning in tonight. Man, that's a late night for you. Appreciate it. 1 minute to go. Austin dropping an 18-1 on the crowd and then rolling over. Oh, and he's stuck in the keyhole now. Told you, this track definitely a lot more technical driving this direction. Fowler in second by 6.7 seconds. Shane in third. Benjamin rounding out the field right now in that red short course truck. Brian behind you again. "19 seconds. Now drivers keep going. Shane is done. Benjamin's done. Austin's done. Looking for Mr. Fowler out there all alone. No pressure. We'll hold our position here. We are on the track. Down around the final corner and cross the straightaway. Awesome. Everybody started and finished. Mr. Austin taking that one 14 laps, 5:01. David 14, 5:12. Shane with 13 laps and Benjamin with 11 laps. Number one rule racing, to finish first, you must first finish. So everybody did that. Awesome job, guys. All right, we're looking for Bernardo, Will, Sean, and Sean. Melville and McCartney. Almost like a band. Or a group. Group of Sean. Shane out there TQ and marshalling on this one. Sir. Mr. Sean checking in for me while you're up there. Excellent, sir. All right, drivers from that last race. That car off, the radio off, come back out to Marshall. We'll have a break in between rounds where you can change stuff, fix stuff, possibly try it out on the track. We might have some practice here for a bit. Sooner we get done with the actual racing, the more time you guys got between rounds. All right, gentlemen, I need you to cross the line. Let's see. Let's see who's out there. Everybody stop on the front straight when you get there, please. Deshaun's checked in, looking for Bernardo. Fowler's going to take the keyhole here. I need Bernardo to check in and only Bernardo. Everybody else stop on the front straight. All right, Mr. Bernardo, check in, please. Only Bernardo. And Mr. Will. All right. All right, gentlemen, turn them loose. You got 45 seconds on the clock here. We got Audrey tuning in, Nicole tuning in, Andy says you can't wait till Saturday. Got Reese tuning in. Thank you all. Appreciate it. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, all them good things. Help get the word out. Bernardo and Sean not having any track time at all today. They just arrived late, got stuck in traffic, and they're coming out here cold turkey. All right, drivers, let's get them back to the staging area up there. Park it down by that serpent sign. The order for this one will be Bernardo, Will, Sean Melville, and Sean McCartney. Back it up a little bit, Mr. Melville. Back it up a little bit. Back down there by that Protect sign a little bit. All right, who we missing out there? I see 3 cars. Already broke. One job. Is this something you can fix in a minute? All right, we'll give him a minute's grace here. Guy hasn't been here in like 2 years or something. I don't know. Mr. Charles tuning in. I heard a thing about Charles. I think he's getting ready to step up to the next level here soon. That's awesome. Guy's been racing like 6 months or less, and he's picking it up. All right, Mr. Matt, tell me what's going on out there. You got like putting the body back? Elbow deep in a gear diff? Place in here. All right. Well, we tried. Like the Shawshank Redemption. I've got a schedule to keep. All right, he can test and tune between rounds here. The order for this one's going to be Bernardo, Will, and Mr. Melville. Bernardo on the tone in 5. Mr. Will. Mr. Sean Melville. The other half of our sportsman class tonight. He had, what, 12 out there the other day? That was awesome. Off and running. Here we go. Cross line, Bernardo with a 24. John with a 25. Almost turned it in the pipe there at the end of the straightaway. And Mr. Will with the 37. Keep it clean. Bernardo stepping it up to a 23.9. New fast lap for him. Sean taking over the lead here with a 20.2. Guy here, Sean with an 18.8, picking it up another notch or two. Will with a 28. Bernardo had a 30. That's not helping him out. All right, so after about 4 laps, Mr. Sean Melville showing the way on a 14.502, going to put him second overall in pace. Bernardo, new fast lap that time by with a 22.5. Gonna be lining up 5th at the moment on a 12-lap pace here. Will with a new fast lap, 27.7. On a 10-lap run. Gonna put it 7th overall. Mr. Sean McCartney gonna unfortunately lock down that last spot after this first round. Caution over that final tabletop. That was Sean with the Mick twist over that final jump. Halfway, drivers, halfway. 20-minute break here after this one. .29 there, not helping his cause. Got to find something. He's just got to keep it clean right in the middle of the lane. On still showing the way on an 14-lap run here, 5:04. Got a fast lap of an 18.8. Bernardo with a 21.9. Will with a 27.7. You got to let off the throttle a little more entering that infield there. Like she's just pushing like a dump truck a little bit. Sean picking it up a notch here. Now on a TQ run. 15.5.19. Out there in that orange and green. Oh, we got Mr. Bernardo. Austin's out there looking for Sean. He's like, maybe I can get his car and hold him in spot for a moment. Back that TQ. .45 seconds, drivers. That last jump seems to be tripping up a couple people. You got to drive into that jump a little hard and then let off right when you hit it. Unload the suspension and bounce over that landing. Thank you, Robert. Ole! I got some more dirt or clay over there. We'll patch it. Don't forget, all day tomorrow, indoor oval practice. Once again, after tonight, we'll be changing over for oval for practice all day tomorrow for Saturday's indoor oval race. That'll be registration noon, racing at 1. Keep going, drivers, keep going. I'll tell you when you're done. Keep going. Once again, Friday indoor oval practice for Saturday morning's indoor oval event. Bernardo's done. Sean is done. Looks like he's going to hold on that TQ. Looking for Will to finish it out. Here he comes down that front straightaway. Shut it down. Sean taking it. Bumping up that new TQ. 15.5.17. Bernardo with 13 laps going to put it 5th overall. Will with 10 laps going to put it 7th. That is it for the first round of qualifying. It is 7:50. We're starting back at 8:10 with round 2. 20-minute break. 8:10 for round 2. All right, drivers, track is open for practice if you need it. All right, boys and girls, it's time for round two. Come on down. Same thing as the first round. We'll just do it again. Looking for Mark Van Eersen, Robert Netzel, Jason Benicia, Josh Hall, Dexter Smith. Come on down. Race one for round two. All right, looking for my marshals: Sean Melville, Bernardo, Will Hagee, Sean McCartney. Need you gentlemen down on the track to marshal this one. All right, gentlemen, 2 minutes or 1:40 on that clock. Turn and burn. All right, boys and girls, the order for this one. We're going to do it straight down the list here. It's going to be Mark, Robert, Jason, Josh, and Dexter. Mr. Mark on the tone and less than 5. Robert, Jason, Josh, and Dexter call the ball. We're off and running round two. All right, now here we go. Top 3 ahead of the old time. Mark Van Neersen showing away 19.501. Jason a 19.511. Robert Netzel on a 20-lap run here for Independent. Dropping down to a 19 with that last lap. 18.5. And Neersen just dropped a 15.2. Josh with a 15.9. New fast laps there. Jason has a 16 flat. Netzel with a 15.4. Dexter with a 15.9. Josh and Dexter dropping some 15.9s there. Some new fast laps for them. Venezia with a 15.7 backs it up with a 16.5. He's back 3 seconds behind our leader. Mr. Mark Van Neersen showing the way in that red and blue and flips it over in the sweeper. Like he landed it though. Josh with a smart move, turning down instead of trying to go up against the gravity there. Could have piped it again. Netzel ahead of the old time as well. Caution the drop off, and we're clear. On a 19.510, so top 3 separated by 1.7 at the line. Dexter in second by 7.8. Mr. Hall back 3.9 in third. 3 down, 2 to go. Nardo out there playing on his phone. He's trying to get the game in. He's on a live stream here. Van Neersen 15 flat. New fast lap for him. Dexter with a 15.2 out of nowhere. Independent stock heat 2. You're up next. Mark and Jason showing the way for stock. Robert leading the way for Independent. Not far off Van Neersen's 5:04 time here. He's on a 5:06. Josh Hall to second. Dexter dropping a third by less than a tenth. 15 seconds to go. Netzel with a 15.1 last time by, and he piped it. Race it out. Keep going. Keep going. Mark is done. Robert's done. Josh is done. Dexter's done. Jason is he out there or did he pull off? Like he pulled off. Van Neersen gonna take it overall 19.502. Robert Netzel setting probably a new TQ here for Independent 19.508. Dexter with 18 laps 508. And Josh Hall 18 and 509. What a race, guys. Yes, Robert did set new TQ for Independent. We're going to throw that light on there for him. He had a 19.518 last time by. Drops to 19,508. All right, looking for our marshals to get on out here. All right, gentlemen, turn them loose. You got a minute 40. All right, gentlemen, let's get them back to the staging area. The order's going to be Zach, Brian, Buddy, and Chuck. Again, Zach, Brian, Buddy, and Chuck. You guys are aiming for a 19. Excuse me. No. Wow. Netzel did not take the original TQ. He got a free DQ light out of that. I thought he did. The information I looked at said otherwise, but got to check the second heat. It's on me. Mr. Zachary's got that current TQ 19,505. It was close, though. He's going to lead us off, followed by Brian Dean, Buddy Howell, Chuck Leinbach, Mr. Zach on the tone, and 5. Brian. Buddy. And Chuck, call the ball. After 1 minute, Zach's on the way. Last time by with a 15.526 new fast lap. Buddy had a 15.8. Brian with a 16.3. Mark Bass tuning in said he couldn't make it tonight. Had a bunch of doctor's appointments today, and he didn't tell a doctor you should be on time, you know. I know when my doctor's not in the room within 15 minutes of my appointment time, he's getting an invoice. Who can play that game? All right, Zachary Smith, Buddy Howell, both ahead of the current TQ, 19,502 and 503 respectively. They are 4/10 apart. Zach's in the blue and orange, crossing that start-finish line. Buddy's out there, the white car with the cheetah stripes on the side. Matches his Anna Hammock from what he's been saying. Back with a 15-0 last time by. Comes back with a 17-8 after piping it there on the step up. Oh, we finally got one over. We're going to hit the instant replay on that. Somebody finally got into the fence. That's why that's there. Oh, man, Chuck just hit that step up. So sweet. That was like butter. Chuck with a new fast lap, 16-7. Looking for Buddy here. Buddy and Zach battling out, or Zach and Buddy, I should say, by 3/10 at the line. Off that TQ run here by a couple seconds at the moment. Brian Dean in third. He is crossing the line now. A new fast lap for him, 16-2. He is... Oh, no! One upside down. That was Buddy. That's going to be 6.9 second difference between Zach and Buddy. Brian Dean trying to run him down. Chuck not far behind him either. Chuck back 5.2 in that 4th spot. Oh, man, that's so close to that left turn up that step up. And Brian pipes it. Go. Buddy answering back with a 15-3 previous lap. Boys, oh, caution entering the front straight. Jason out there like white on rice. Cat-like reflexes. 35 seconds to go. Up next, Sportsman, heat 1 of 2. Give me Shane McCartney, Benjamin Rosa, Austin Smith, David Fowler. Zachary is done. Everybody else keep going. Buddy's done. Chuck is done. Looking for Brian. And shut it down. Zachary Schmidt setting a new TQ there right towards the end. 19:502.9. Time for the TQ beacon. Buddy Howell with 18 laps going to improve his time to 3rd overall, bumping up 3 spots. Brian Dean with 17, going to hold pat there in the 6th spot overall. And Chuck with 16 laps. Not quite improving his time. Man, Chuck, I got to say you were hitting that step up there, that left turn. Pretty darn spot on. There was definitely a time or two I thought that left front was coming off, but All right, looks like we got a couple marshals out there. Mr. Buddy. Stick said, good day, sir. Whatever that means, I don't know. All right, I need a check-in from David and Benjamin. Guys got to cross that line there. Dave's out there enjoying the RC bench racing, and he totally forgot he was in this race. All right, we had how many guys in that race? Who am I missing out there for Marshall? Zachary, are you out there? Buddy's out there. Brian, somewhere. Sean's volunteering. Chuck's out there. Gentlemen, turn it loose. Chuck's out there doing some squats or something. Caitlin tuning in here, rooting on Mr. Austin. Oh, Benjamin going for the shortcut over the tabletops there. Not going to land that one, unfortunately. Looks like it's all in one piece. All right, drivers, let's get him back to the staging area. Let's get him back to the staging area. Park it down there by that serpent sign, gentlemen. All the way down the other end of the straightaway. All right, the order for this one is Mr. Austin, followed by David, Shane, and Benjamin. All right, Mr. Austin on the tone in less than 5. David. Shane. And Mr. Benjamin. Zach's going to see if he can't fix that real quick. Can't pop that on. Hopefully it's just something pop on. Sometimes it's not the case. Walls are undefeated here at Newred Hobbies. Zach, if you can't get it, we'll just get somebody else over here to help you out with that. Oh, it looks like he's back out there. And some new fast laps that time by David with a 20.6. Shane with a 22.8. Benjamin 26.3. Right now, Fowler showing the way, doing a front flip over that last jump. Like I said, it's got its challenges out there. You got to drive into it kind of hard, and then right when you hit it, let off the throttle, let the suspension recoup and bring you up over it for best results. Austin had a 16.8 last time by. Let's see what happens here. Shane showing the way with an 18.7 last time by. Austin thinking about cutting that corner there and trying to jump it. Please do not do that, sir. We don't want to be fixing the track all day. Definitely don't want to sky it. Shane with a 17.8 out on a TQ pace here. 15.512. That's about 5 seconds up on the old time. Set by Mr. Sean. Dave Fowler across the line there in second right now, back 8.3. He's got the orange front wing on it. Checkered body up front. Just off back to a white. Austin getting a big helping hand over that one. See how that impacts things here. It's Shane showing the way. He is crossing the line, the yellow and purple, or purple and yellow, or blue and we don't know. It looks like purple and yellow. Reminds me of the old high school colors. Lake Weir High. Hurricanes. Benjamin. Going for a little tumble there. It's Shane, David, Austin, Benjamin at the line with 1:15 to go. Up next, race 4. Sportsmen, come on down. You're the next victims. I mean, racers. That's going to be Bernardo, Will, Sean Melville, Sean McCartney. Hopefully he's got that front end back together. Hopefully it's right front end. "35 seconds. Oh, almost outside the track there. Like, Austin's back about a lap behind David, but they're battling on the track there for physical space with 20 seconds to go. Iggy. That was our leader. Was on a 15.504. Let's see what happens here. He had a 21.9 last lap. Got to take a deep breath, get back into the swing of things here. Caution over that final tabletop. Race it out, drivers. Keep going, keep going. Austin is done. David is done. Keep going, Benjamin. Buddy, he's done. Looking for Shane and Benjamin to finish one out. And, oh, your leader's on the front straight. He was on a TQ pace. What's going to happen here when he crosses? Shut it down, Shane. And looking for Ben. And shut it down. Shane McCartney taking it 15 and 5:14. Gentlemen, that is a new TQ. David Fowler with 14 laps going to improve his third place time a little bit. Austin with 13 laps going to drop 2 spots to 4th. Benjamin finishing out with his best lap, 22.0. Oh, we're going to line up 6 currently. Wow. Shane trying to throw it away there at the last second. All right, drivers, cars on the table. Turn the radio off. Cars off first, obviously. And head back out to Marshall. These boys are ready to rock and roll. They want to get all that track time they can. And don't forget, we still got a mains to run. We got another break, followed by some mains here. All right, let's get him checked in, gentlemen. Let's get him down and checked in. All right, once again, drivers, immediately cross that line so we can get you checked in, and then we'll turn you loose here in just a moment. All right, gentlemen, we got all our marshals. Turn them loose. You got a minute on that clock. All right, gentlemen, let's get him back to staging area. We'll need Mr. Bernardo to check in once he gets over there. Everybody else, let's get him back to the staging area. All right, the order is going to be Sean Melville, Bernardo, Will, and Sean McCartney. Once again, let's get him to staging area down there by the Protect sign. All right, Mr. Sean Melville on the tone in less than 5. Bernardo. Will. And McCartney. Oh no, Sean already incurring an issue there. Looks like a ball cup. He's no slouch in this class right now. He's at the upper end of this thing. Trying to get back in the Indy class. Really good for only being out here for a month or so. All right, Mr. Henig starting out with a 33.6. The only place to go from here is up. Hartney dropping a 20 flat. Oh, baby. We got some new fast laps there. Sean with a 17.8. That's Melville. Mr. Bernardo with a 23.9. And I see... Oh, no. Will's out after 2 laps. See if he can't get it popped back together here. A little more lenient on those sportsman class drivers. Yeah, it's just a club race tonight. Start doing a little more serious stuff like a point series or whatever. Then we start really enforcing those. We're all here to help each other get better. 2:40 down, 2:20 to go. Sean McCartney showing the way on a TQ run here. 15 and 5:04. Doing a front flip over that last jump. Melville trying to run him down. He was 4.9 behind him last time by. Now it's 5.3. Sean Melville in the orange and green. McCartney in the all blue. Bernardo in the all silver with a new fast lap, a 20.8 for him. Back a lap at the line. McCartney all over Melville here through the infield, down the back short shoot. Both go wide on that second tabletop. Gotta commit. Just gotta commit to that last jump. Commitment's a hard word for some guys. Remember, it's just an RC car, guys. It's not life-changing. And it can be. Oh, McCartney stuffs it there, entering the infield. And his... Wow, family takes him out. Uno momento. My Spanish-speaking folks, I'm still working on my multiple languages here. Oh, Bernardo turning in too early on that one. It's McCartney, Melville, Mazuko. 40 seconds to go. McCartney just can't get that last jump down. Still top two on TQ pace here. McCartney on a 5:01, Melville 5:07, difference of 4.6 at the line. 20 seconds to go. Audrey cheering on Sean here. Keep going. And Sean Melville's done. Keep going, McCartney. Melville is done. Oh, behind you, David. That's a hot car. We're looking for Bernardo here. Bernardo's done. Looking for Sean. Blue car is hot. Blue car is hot. There you go. That's how you do it right there. Finally gets it on the last lap. Shut it down. Sean McCartney gonna take it. New TQ. 16 laps. 5:18. Putting a whole lap on it. Honestly, it's a couple seconds there. But either way, Sean Melville beating his old time as well. 15:502. Bernardo with 13 laps. Gonna lose one spot, but improve his time and line up sixth. All right, boys and girls, it is 8:50. We will start the mains at 9:10. Once again, another 20-minute break here. I'm going to set up the mains, and then track will be open for practice for about 15 minutes. Alrighty, boys and girls, it's time for the mains. Round 3 of racing. That is the mains tonight. Sportsman B main. Austin Smith, Bernardo Mazzucco, Benjamin Rosa, Will Hagee. Gentlemen are up in just a moment or two. Marshals will be our A mainers. Sean McCartney, Sean Melville, Shane McCartney, David Fowler, and maybe, well, we'll have some volunteers next race. Sure. So Mr. Hagee is beat up his truck. He might be switching over to the buggy for this one. We'll see. Let's get my marshals are heading out there. Thank you, gentlemen. Sean and Shane are out there looking for Melville and Fowler. 4-man enter, 2-man bump to the A. We will have an extra couple minutes between second race and that third race because we can't, in all good faith, have these guys go out there with a dead battery in the A main. So, all right, let's get them checked in. Austin, Bernardo, Benjamin, and Will. He's still thinking about that buggy. Okay, he says he's gonna use some discretion tonight. Sometimes the better part of valor. All right, just looking for Austin to get out here, gentlemen. I'm gonna turn you guys loose already. Turn and burn. You got 2:10 on the clock, drivers. So, in the meantime, we need to get our marshals out here, and I think we're just looking for Mr. David. Yeah, he's going to jump in that keyhole where he gets cleaned out here. All right, Will said he's going to stick around and marshal the next race for us. Appreciate it. Don't forget, all day tomorrow is indoor oval practice. So after we're done with the photos tonight, I got to change the track over, patch her up for tomorrow's oval practice, followed by Saturday's indoor oval race. Registration at noon, racing at 1. Then we'll switch it back over to the off-road for the evening and race the off-roaders. Benjamin working on his freestyle program. Doesn't help win tonight, unfortunately, but it does look cool. Commit a little more to that last jump. Honestly, I tell people short courses to me are like the hardest thing to drive. DJ Holman tuning in tonight. Thank you, sir. Yes, awesome. Facility's looking really good. Mr. Wags has been here last couple weeks painting everything. He got the pit side of the building here done the other day. And I think we're almost done painting everything. New shiny coat of gray this time, followed by black trim. All right, drivers, let's get them to the grid. Starting that top spot. All the way up here at the final end of the straightaway. Mr. Austin Smith, come on down. Last grid on the straightaway here, all the way to the corner. All the way up here. Come on up here. Last spot on the grid there. There you go. Mr. Bernardo Mazzucco in second, coming on the outside spot. Thank you, sir. And Mr. Benjamin Rosa in third. All right, drivers, remember, 3 of you. Only 2 make the A main, so all you got to do is make it. Just got to beat one person. This is a 5-minute race. Just got to keep your head on straight here and drive smooth. Everybody's going on the tone in less than 5. Here we go. Go. And Austin going to stretch this one out here. I think this race might be between Bernardo and Benjamin. We'll see. Oh, Austin going for a tumble. Shout, Melville. You knocked the bucket over. And Ben back 10 seconds. Oh, he's on the wrong side of the pipe there. And now he's back underway. Doing great so far today. I think they've kept it in one piece. That's the name of the game. Can't get better if you're knocking the parts off of it. There you go, Ben. Perfect. Hitting a 24-2, but Mr. Austin shaking off all that rust he's putting on for the last couple months. Hell, a couple of years now. Came out here last Sunday to get some practice in, shaking the rust off, and out in front on a 16-lap run here. Bernardo back 9.8 in that silver four-wheel drive. Don't forget Sunday practice all day, 11 to 3:30-ish. Perfect time to come out with a lot less of the stresses of racing. Get track time in. How to get her done. 2 down, 3 to go. And Austin hot on the tail of Bernardo here. Gonna make the pass. No, they get tangled up on the final tabletop. Austin landing the Mick twist over that final jump. Down the straightaway he goes. He's out in the lead by a lap right now, trying to put Bernardo down that lap. Bernardo's fighting back hard here. Benjamin trying to run them all down right meow. And looks like Austin turned it up a notch. 17-7, new fast lap for him. Putting Bernardo a lap down. Remember, you just got to be the top two. Make that A main. Up next, minute 15 to go. Our buggy A main. We got a mix of our pro stock and our independent guys. The question is, this is the first night on this track. Some of these independent guys look like they might have it down a little better than our pro stockers. Bernardo, a new fast lap, 19.7 last time by. Austin, new fast lap, 17.3. He's starting to figure it out here. As long as Austin can keep it together here for these last 2 laps, 10 seconds to go. He's locked in. Bernardo looks like to be locked in, unless Benjamin comes out with a super miracle here. Down a couple laps right now. Race it to the line, gentlemen. When you cross, you are done. And shut it down, shut it down. Austin Smith, Bernardo Mazzucco, you gentlemen are bumping up to that A main. Austin taking that 16 laps, 5:05. Bernardo with 14, 5:06. And Ben with 11 and 5:07. All right, gentlemen, we're going to take an extra minute here before this next race. We're going to need all the volunteers we can get. Actually, I'm going to put an extra 2 minutes on this clock, gentlemen. Let these other drivers get their batteries on, charge, or whatever they need to do before they get back out here real quick. And if you're out there already, get them down and checked in. All right, so Zach's checked in. Robert, Dexter are good. Chuck is checked in. And we are going to need all hands on deck for this one. We should have 4 of our sportsman drivers out there, but a couple experienced guys out there to help out. That'd be really great. And Buddy Howell has already put the banana hammock cheetah print into the pipe on the straightaway. Let's see what we got here first. I'll let you know. Definitely one in the keyhole. Watch that in the straight, guys. That red light's still on, gentlemen. I'll get you turned loose here in a minute. We got 3 minutes plus on the clock right now. I'm going to need, Anthony, are you marshaling or no? Okay, I'm going to need somebody down by the other end by the armor sign to help them out down there. Thank you, Austin. All right, drivers. Austin, you got a battery going already? You got a battery for the A? All right, just making sure. Well, we're going to take a few extra minutes between this race and the next race just to make sure. All right, gentlemen, there's 3 minutes on the clock. Turn them loose. Spread them out. Turn and burn. You had one job. Caution on straightaway, guys. Caution on straightaway. All right, it's clear. All right, gentlemen, I was getting all those awards out for the podium pictures after all this is over. Well, let's get them in the grid, gentlemen. How we're going to do this, though, is we're going to mix this up a little bit. We're going to put our independent guys up front. So, Mr. Zach Schmidt, come on down. You're on the point. Lining up second is going to be Robert Netzel. Third, Buddy Howell. Fourth, Dexter Smith. Fifth, Josh Hall. Sixth, Brian Dean. Seventh, Chuck Leinbach. Seventh going to be Mark Van Neersen. And eighth, ninth, whatever, Mark and Jason at the back of the field. Once again, Zach, Robert, Buddy, Dexter, Josh, Brian, Chuck, Mark, and Jason. So if you look at the times, they're not too not spread out here between our pro stock and our independent guys here, at least at the pointy end of the field. So, is a 6-minute amen, gentlemen? You know the deal. You're not going to win on the first lap. I suggest you keep it clean and smooth. We made the track hopefully to help spread you guys out there on that initial roll-off. So let's keep it clean here. Everybody on the tone in less than 5. Oh, we got a kerfluffle down on the hole. It's mayhem. Keep going, gentlemen. Caution at the step up. You guys got 6 minutes. Plenty of time here. Caution drop off or the keyhole. It's clear. It's Jason, Josh, Mark, Chuck, Brian, Robert, Dexter, Buddy, and Zach is nowhere to be found on my clock here. Each out into the lead. Hall in second. See the campfire leaders coming in through the tabletop section. Remember, guys, pick the car up out of the way. Other side. Put him on the other side of the pipe. Jason and Josh battling out 1.4 between them, coming over the tabletops. Josh getting it wrong there. Caution in the sweeper. Jason and Mark out front now. Josh, Robert, Buddy, Dexter, Chuck, and Brian, and Zach. Mr. Hall proving upon that start. Dropping back to fourth now. Robert up to third. Leading the way for Independent. And McCartney with the cat-like reflexes. Now Mark getting past Jason. Down across the line they go. Buddy pulling off. Only back 6 seconds behind Dexter for that 5th and 6th spot. Mark showing the way for Pro Stock. Netzel showing the way for Independent. Looking for Hall to cross that line. Here's on a long lap for himself. And Dexter up to that 4th spot now, or 2nd place overall for Independent. Josh dropping back to 3rd by 1.4. Oh, mugging Chuck there for track space. $420 down, 140 to go. Robert showing the way for Independent. Dexter in 2nd. Hall back 4.3 in 3rd. Chuck trying to run him down. Oh, Mark getting it wrong. Jason back 5.4 though. Not going to be enough to capitalize there just yet. Robert, Dexter, Josh. Dexter behind Robert by 3 seconds. Josh back another 3.5. Chuck dropping a 16.8 new fast lap for himself. Dexter Smith has a 14.9. Netzel hitting the pipe there. We got a battle for independent here. Less than 2 seconds apart. Around the final corner, down the straightaway they go with 40 seconds at the line. Oh, Dexter drives in the back of 2 of them. He's going to wait for him. Good sportsmanship, guys. Appreciate it. Hall's going to be able to reel these boys in a little bit. 29 seconds to go. Chuck's back a lap and change at the line in that 4th spot. Oh, caution in the keyhole. Caution in the keyhole. I think that might do it for Dexter there, unfortunately, with 2, 1. You cross line, you are done. Dexter locking in that 3rd spot. An independent. Van Neersen going to take it for pro stock. Netzel taking it for independent. Looking for one more and shut it down. Shut it down. Mark and Jason with 23 laps for pro stock. Independent Robert Netzel 22, 612 taking that one over Josh Hall by 1.3. Dexter in 3rd on the podium. 21 laps. Chuck with 20. Buddy out after 10. Zach getting 6 laps. And Brian out after 4. All right, boys and girls, on attack. A couple extra minutes here. We'll put about 3 on the clock. Make sure our sportsman guys have those batteries charged. All right, boys and girls, let's get our sportsmen out there. If they're out there, let's get them checked in. Let's get our marshals out there from that last race. Should be plenty of them. We got 6-car battle in here. We were just outside talking together about restarts and where does it end? Where does it start? Drivers, slow down. The red light is on. Pace speed only. Nobody wants to hit somebody head on down the front straightaway. It doesn't end well. All right, looking for Dave Fowler, Austin Smith, Bernardo, Mizuko to get those cars out here and checked in. Need my marshals from that last race. There was 9 of you, so we should have no problems getting marshals out here for this. Slow it down, guys. Pace speed is like quarter throttle. All right, I need my marshals that we have out there to spread out a little bit. We got one stuck up against the pipe here. Jason's going out there to take the keyhole anyways. All right, I need a check-in from David and Bernardo. Everybody else stop your car. I need David and Bernardo to check in here. David's good to go. Looking for Bernardo. All right, all my drivers, stop your car right now. Stop them right where they're at. I need 2 more marshals out here. We had 9 drivers in that last race. I need you guys out here. Need 1 in the keyhole and 1 on the bucket. We'll be good with that. All right, Mr. Buddy will be up here to help that situation out. All right, gentlemen, turn them loose. You got a minute on the clock. Turn and burn. You got 1 minute on the clock. I'm setting the timer on my phone right meow. All right, boys and girls, that is your minute. Let's get our drivers lined up here at the front spot. Mr. 16 laps, 5:18, Sean McCartney, come on down. Lining up second is going to be Sean Melville. Third, Shane McCartney. Fourth, David Fowler. Fifth will be Austin Smith. And round out the field, our other bump up, Bernardo Mizuko. Be turned a little bit, doesn't matter as long as they're behind the line. I don't care which way they're facing, how far off the side of the other you are. Definitely want to be staggered a little bit. All right, drivers, let's show the last race guys how to do it. Not getting a kerfluffle there. Oh, not even a quarter way into the lap. I strongly urge you to stay in line so you get to the back straightaway. All right, gentlemen, 6 minutes are on the clock. Sportsman A main. Everybody on the tone in less than 5. Here we go. Gravedigger, drive right over him. You boys just let Sean go out to a big old lead. Or Shane all the way to the back of the field on that one. Had one job. I kid. Now we're definitely going to find out if anybody's been sandbagging. Plenty of time. Once again, 6-minute A-main. You guys got to keep your head on you. And everybody turning in some new fast laps here. And sounds like somebody popped the ball cup. They'll see if they can't get it back on for him. I think that's Melville. Courtney across line with a 17.5. He's not got the fastest lap either. Austin Smith up to second. He's back 3.8 with a 17.1. See if we can't find him out there. Number 5 car, but he is somewhere down the front straightaway in that. There he is. He's got the fluorescent yellow and orange and blue and all sorts of good stuff on it. Was that our leader? Yes, it was. He jumped over the pipe, and I think that means Austin's going to take over here. Here they come across the line. No, Sean holds on to it by 1 second. Sean in the blue car, and Mr. Shane got free there. And I think Austin getting tied up somewhere. On a long lap here, Melville up to third. Austin across the line, still holding on a second. Got that orange top on his car with the fluorescent yellow. Got some dark sides on it. And here he comes down the straightaway. Courtney with a 17.0. Austin 17.1. Oh, Bernardo getting in the back of your leader. And he lets by second place. Thank you, Bernardo. Appreciate the sportsmanship. Caution of front straight. That is your leader upside down. Jason out there, some fancy footwork, making it way harder on himself. And we have a lead change here. Mr. Austin out in front over that final tabletop, over the last double, around the 180, down the front straightaway. That's 16.7. He picked that one up. I think we know who might be sandbagging out there. Down across line, he goes again with a 17.7. Sean in second. Melville the third. Shane in fourth by 4/10. Shane, the car in front of you, is a battle for that final podium spot. Oh, we got David upside down on the wrong lane there. He's back on the right side. Oh, we got a kerfluffle at the north end of the track. Austin working his way through some traffic here. That's fourth place and third place in front of him. He's about to put them another lap down, maybe. Reading that right. Comes Sean, he's back, 7.4 at the line with 1:10 to go. Caution at the step up. Clear. Closest battles between David and Bernardo for 5th spot. Can't find him out there. Down the front straightaway, David comes crossing the line. Bernardo trying to run him back down. Bernardo give him some room to our 2nd place car. Bernardo, that's for position. No, Mr. Fowler got past you, sir. Mr. Bernardo trying to run him down. Fowler stretching out that 5th spot lead here. Bernardo having some trouble. He's going to pull it over. I'm not sure what's going on there. That is time when you cross the line. You are done. Fowler's done. Sean is done. That's McCartney. Shane McCartney's done. Sean Melville's done. Shut it down, gentlemen. Shut it down. Austin Smith coming from the B main to take it. 20 and 6-12. Sean McCartney, your top qualifier, going to end up 2nd. 19 and 603. And Melville, your 2nd place starter, going to finish in 3rd. 18 and 611. Shane had 17 laps. David with 16. That is it for racing tonight. We are going to get out there and take some photos here in just a few moments. I want to thank all our live stream viewers tuning in. Once again, thank you. Don't forget, Friday practice indoors will be oval practice all day. Oval racing will be Saturday. Gates open 10 a.m. Registration at noon. Racing at 1. After that's done, we'll switch the track back over off-road for the off-road program. Hopefully around 5 o'clock for registration and racing at 6. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you then.